Hi everybody, welcome to Dulcimerica. My name is Futch. Thank you for joining me. Well, we are in part 3 of a special 4-part series this month, February 2020, taking a song that has got a key change and then adding elements and recording it all and then mixing it together to produce a track. So we're covering a lot of ground here, and I'm trying to offer up as much as I possibly can for the intermediate and advanced level mountain dulcimer player, student, whatever you will. So let me look and go back a bit over what we've covered so far. First of all, we started off with a chord progression that is basically a parallel key modulation. A modulation is a key change. So whenever you hear a song suddenly go up or go down and sound radically different than it did before, chances are that there's a key change happening there. And there are a number of different ways to do a modulation: by going up a half step in increments, or going whole steps, going far, or going close. There are a lot of different ways to get there. There are all different types of modulations as well. Right now we're dealing with a direct modulation and a parallel key. And what this parallel key modulation is it is two keys that share the same root or the same tonic note. In this case, we're going from A minor to A major. So they both share the root note of A. But other than that, these two keys have nothing in common whatsoever. Why does this modulation work? Because of that shared root note. Because it is the lowest note, because it's fundamental, because it's been established when we first started the tune. It's not too much of a surprise then to switch over to a key that has that same root note. But again, everything sounds a lot different when we go through it. So I've laid down a chord track with the mountain dulcimer. Then I grabbed the bass dulcimer, which has now gone on to its new owner, bye bass. And now we are going to lay in some melody over the top of that. Now, I don't have anything in mind for this. The chords I put together specifically to teach, and the bass part just followed those chords. But the melody is completely out in the open, so this might be a good opportunity for you to explore how to improvise, especially with this little key change thing happening. So all I really need to know in order to start making this up on the fly is what the key signature is that I'm living in that particular time. Since we're starting off with the key of A minor, I know there are no flats and there are no sharps. So really, all of the notes on my fretboard in DAD tuning are fair game, except for those notes that have sharps in them. They won't fit in this key. They'll sound a little out of place. But then when I come over to the key of A major, I want to make sure that F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, do you see that? I whack every little one of those guys, these little buggy things. Anyway, A major, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp are the sharps. So I want to make sure that those notes are sharps and everything else can remain natural. Other than that, that is the only guideline that I'm going to use to, right now, for the first time, just fake it till I make it over the top of the chord and bass track. So I'm going to run over here, press R on Logic Pro X, and we'll get this thing going. It's so much fun just kind of making things up. So we have got our chord progression, which is a parallel key modulation, an exercise in changing from one key to another using two separate keys that share a common tonic, A minor and A major. We laid down our dulcimer track with the chords. We then laid down a bass dulcimer track to provide foundation and a little bit of rhythm. And I just added a solo part on the fly, made it up, one take, there it is. In our next episode, I'm going to go over here to the Logic Pro X digital audio workstation and put all of those elements together, mix them, maybe add a few flourishes, and go ahead and EQ it, mix it down, and ta-da, it'll be done. Giving you an example of how you too can make your own recordings. It's very, very simple, and I'll be doing a lot more of this type of episode in the future. So once again, if you'd like some of the resource material for these episodes for the month of February 2020, go ahead and go to patreon.com/BingFutch. At the very top of the page, you'll see the open house section. Go there and you'll be able to find the download resources for all of the episodes this month. Next week, we're going to put it all together. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you then.